Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. I've got a stack of notes on Baukham's lectures, but I just give a little snippet there and just introduce you to the fact that there are a number of lectures on YouTube and other academic institutions that you can have a look at. As you can see, we've done 17 videos basically introducing you to the scholarship of Dr. Bauckham. And I just want to talk to you what his scholarship means to me and how it helps me in my Christian life. On the internet, you'll find that there are thousands or an army of atheists that are either telling us that Jesus was a myth, or if they're a little bit more intelligent than that, that they will at least say that Jesus didn't rise from the dead and Jesus didn't do the miracles. On top of that, in our own society, there is a massive rejection of the Christian faith, and in the academic community there is a resistance to Christianity. What Richard Bauckham has done for me is, here we have a world-renowned scholar in the historical Jesus studies, who is a trained historian, who comes at the subject with the best academic credentials and the best honest integrity in the studying of the life of Jesus. When you begin to study his book, you begin to realize how much evidence there is for your Christian faith, how much the Gospels do tell us about Jesus. I don't fully agree with Bauckham on everything. There are some times where he says things that, for me, undermine Scripture. He doesn't believe in the full inerrancy of Scripture, that there are no faults in the Bible. He can quite happily say that there's a mistake here in the text. But having said that, his scholarship is a massive assault on the skepticism that's been around in the academy for a long time, and it's in a very effective and powerful assault. What strikes me is the intricate detail of his book, Jesus and Eyewitnesses, his intricate detail of following step by step and intricately his theory that the Gospels are based on eyewitness material. We've only touched upon it a little bit, but his book is extremely detailed and is a scholar's book and cannot easily be dismissed, and in fact has not been dismissed by the academic world. On top of this, I found his lectures highly refreshing, in that he brings to bear not only a large knowledge or a great knowledge of antiquities historians. We not only get Plutarch and Polybius and many other ancient historians expounded to us. Bauckham also has a great grasp of the way modern historians have developed. He has a great grasp of how modern historians have developed their methodologies and the way they write history, and he brings that all to bear in the study of the historical Jesus. And I find that refreshing, because he's not an ivory scholar, biblical scholar, in his ivory little theological world, but he's a scholar that has engaged with secular historians and secular methodologies, and tries to come at his studies with the best intellectual equipment that he can for the task. And that is why he's respected on both sides of the camp, whether it be the atheist or the Christian in the secular world of academia. I'm not expecting you to read the book. I'm not expecting you to go to the lectures, but if you do, it's not going to be easy reading or easy listening. But if you think about it as a skeptic, you should be moving towards thinking about believing in Jesus and putting your faith in him. And if you are a Christian, it should strengthen your faith to know that as we begin to look at the evidence about who Jesus is and about him dying and rising again, that we have cutting edge, contemporary, first class scholarship that substantiates our faith. That's what Bauckham means to me. He has enriched my life in historical Jesus studies more than any scholar that I've studied. And I've studied Dale Allison, N.T. Wright and others. And I would encourage you to be strong in your faith. Don't be intimidated by the intellectuals at your university who mock your faith and say there's no evidence, or these internet atheists on the internet, or any of these people who mock your faith, or the Muslim scholars who say the Gospels are not reliable. Don't take no notice of all these. When you get to the scholarship and you begin to dig, the evidence is on the side of Christianity. Alright, thank you for listening and take care.